Hello, I'm back home. I was hanging around with the old man for a while, watching TV with him. He's always talking about something. A lot of things on my mind right now, especially with the homeless people. You know, having homeless people on one planet. It's an embarrassment. You know, to life if you have homeless people on one planet. To me, that's an embarrassment, you know? Only greedy fucks, ones who think they are privileged, you know? Ones who believe they are privileged. They are the embarrassment to life itself, the ones who believe there should be privileges. And the control freaks, the control freaks, with all these privileges, they are an embarrassment in my perspective. But it's like, you know, why do we have homeless people? Why is there homeless people? I had 3 homeless people coming up to my truck. I gave half of my Subway to him, to one of them, and then I gave, like I said, I came a can of Chef Boyardee spaghetti, and the third guy was kind of weird. But it's like, I mean, to me, homeless people on one planet has all the food that could feed anybody is an embarrassment, to be honest. It just, I don't care if you're religious or non-religious. It doesn't matter on this part too, because it's both sides. Religion and non-religion. And it's like, I don't get it. Oh yeah, the control freaks. The credit score bullshit. Having a credit score, my credit score went down, and I got declined by Wells Fargo. You know, saying my score is not good enough for a loan. It's like it's my score is not good enough. You tell me, who determines who who gives the loans? Who is in control of giving the loans out? It's like it's like it's like it's funny is but a number system. It's funny how a number system is. It's like, who's the good slave who pays on time? Who's the bad slave who don't pay on time? They deserve to have a loan since they're a good slave. And then your credit score is way high. You're an excellent slave. We love you. But you don't. It's like if you screw up one time on your credit score, it goes down real quick. And it shows you how fucking negative this world is. Because a credit score, Wells Fargo. I got a Wells Fargo. Banks are nothing but scam artists, anyways, and they're control freaks. Thank you for your recent loan application, which was submitted to Wells Fargo Dealer Service on your behalf by 7192 CRNX Charleston. Oh, yeah, CarMax. After careful consideration, we approved the loan at different terms than our original request for the following reason: excessive revolving debt utilization, lack of active revolving trades, limited credit experience, lack of revolving account with balance. It's funny. It's like I don't use credit cards. You know, I don't use credit cards, so they're telling me I should spend more money. You know, and I should be balanced and everything. But I don't. I don't have a credit card. You know. So this counter offer was not accepted. Disclosed of use information obtained outside sources. Our credit decision was based on whole party information obtained. Report from consumer reporting agency listed below. You have the right under Fair Credit Report, blah 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 bullshit. You know, Equifax, Atlanta, Georgia, is based on whole part of your credit score. So, what gives them the power to determine whether I can have a loan or not have a loan? What makes them God, basically? If people who gives the loan, what they're playing God. These banks are God, you know, and they love determine who's good and who's bad, you know, just like Santa Claus. You know, look at banks like Santa Claus. And they look at your score and say, "Oh, you've been a naughty little girl. We can't give you the loan because you have no experience. You know, you don't spend money. You know, you don't spend too much money on anything. That's why we won't give you the loan because your score is too low. Because you need to spend more money. If you keep on and you don't have a balance, you know, it's funny. It's like." I only buy what is necessary, what I need, really, you know? It's like, if I need to fix my car, I'll fix my car. That's what I'll do, you know? I don't use credit cards, you know? I pay cash, straight from my bank, you know? And I determine whether I can afford it or don't afford it, you know? That's how it works with me, you know? I do not use credit cards. That's why they say I lack the experience. I have limited credit experience, you know, because what the fuck do I need more credit for, you know? So, control freaks, the banks, you know, the bank mobsters, that's what I call them. They're all mobsters, you know? They're that's what banks are. They're like one big huge mob, you know? And they think they're God. You know, they feel like they're God because they like to control everything, you know? Control everybody's life. Everybody's life is controlled based on a credit score, you know? What kind of sick fuck think of that shit, you know? Who thought of creating a credit score? Because it creates separation and segregation and racism, you know? Credit scores is racist, if you think about it, because it was invented by a white person. You know, the credit score was invented by a white person, you know? And it's like, just like everything in everything in America is all fucking backwards, you know? This is negative right here. Whenever you see a bank determining whether you can get a loan or not, that's pure negative. You know, I'm telling you that straight out. It's the only bank that's giving me a loan is Capital One. You know, Capital One is the only one that's been giving me a loan. And Wells Fargo is funny. I bought a car with Wells Fargo, you know? And now they don't want to give me a loan, even though I bought a car from it. And I paid the loan off with Wells Fargo. I paid the loan off with Wells Fargo. I mean, completely scot-free, you know? With my pickup truck. My pickup truck, I use Wells Fargo. It's funny, now they don't want to give me a loan. Oh my god, like I'm going to cry. Shit, you know? Pretty funny.